perks. New perks, which I already talked about. One is the Barbarian rework. Yes, Barbarian from the April Fool's update. He's going to be changed into normal and actual perk in the game. Tarnished, which I cannot talk about. And also, I believe I talk about Fatebringer, something like this. Oracle, if you guys know about it. Will there be a new boss? Time will tell. Hazem, will there be a new endings to its own way of getting it? Time will tell. That's all I can say. Footsteps? Yes. We are trying to think of some kind of primitive but also present stealth system. So people can actually try to play the game stealthily if they want to. But this is also something that we have to work on and think about. Not sure if it's going to appear. Add more enemies or add allies to players in normal mode. Enemies, yes. Allies, no. Can you add? Wait. Can you add a dual wielding guns like in April Fools using rifles to dual wield, like a command in private servers as a command like allow dual wield? I don't want to do this because this is going to render some of the challenges way too easy. Also, gathering the certain challenges is sorry, brain rot. Sorry, I'm not going to add dual wield because it's a funny feature that when overdone is going to basically render the game too easy. Because the whole fun about Decaying Winter and its replayability is the randomness and not always guaranteed victory. Will more than 5 players in a server ever be a file? Will you be able to turn it off and on? Will you be able to turn it on and off? No. But about the 5 players, honestly, I cannot say yes or no, nor no because I have no idea myself. We'll have to see how everything works out. As I said, this update is first this big of the update, and honestly, the biggest update the game will ever receive. You guys will see why in the future and in near future, and I mean. And because of this, I need to make sure that everything works properly and that the whole structure is based around the whole premise. So stuff like this is not really yet my concern. When are we bringing back holdout public place? Uh, if okay, Ron, I can answer this publicly, but I'm going to keep it the minimal because I can talk about it in the tester servers. But when it comes to public holdouts, I have to see if we go through with one change. If we go through with one change, then it's very possible we are going to have the public holdout. But if no, then no. Toggle on scoping in a gun. Yes, when it comes to stuff like this, quality of life features and keybinds, stuff like this. So keybinds and quality of life features, for example, toggles for crouching, for sprinting, and stuff like this is going to be toggleable in settings. So people can actually customize their playstyle towards themselves and their own needs for the keyboard players. Will there be latency optimization? Well, why don't we just ask Frost? Because Frost would actually be able to. Yeah, Frost.
What is it?
There is a question to you.
What is it?
Will there be a latency optimization?
Yeah. No shit.
How much?
Oh, I could go into so much about that. All right. Well,
Exactly,
first off, since we're not using the default Roblox replication, all movements will have their ping reduced by like at least 200. So you'll be able to see NPC movements and player movements just like as they happen instead of like half a second of delay. And then, well, most of the game is going to have client prediction. It's going to. There's really not much areas, like latency areas that we can improve in because of how the framework works. Like, there's not a lot of places where we can actually improve on anymore because the hitboxes will have CS:GO2's subtick stuff. There's it's a PvE game, so basically we don't really have to deal with a lot of the PvP ping stuff, so we can kind of just So latency isn't going to ever be an issue. You'll be able to play with someone in Asia if you're NA East. You'll be able to play with an Oceania player in NA East too. The latency won't really matter that much.
Well, that's a perfect answer actually for me. Probably you guys think it's a good change, and yes, to answer shortly, the ping is going to get fixed.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, also the ping spiking issues that happen in the current game, those aren't going to exist because what's it called? That's so whenever you see your ping spiking on Roblox, that's because of two things. Either the server is freezing or you have packet loss. And we're cutting down on the amount of data being exchanged in general. And we're also basically never going to have server lag. So yeah.
Exactly. But also when it comes to optimization, Roblox recently pushed out very interesting change that gives us a ability to work with rendering. Whenever a player doesn't have something in their line of sight, it's not going to render. Basically, if there is something behind the rock, we are going to basically try to make it not render. Maybe. We're still thinking
So
about adding this feature.
yeah. The what's it called? Yeah, there's really not that much to say about lag. It's kind of something that you guys shouldn't have to worry about, and it's something I've already got down to everything. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for the answer. Uh, Also, you can also stream yourself if you want to, if you are working on code.
Yeah, I probably should get around to that part.
Okay, back to the question: will there be any
Where
effects or side effects to the player? Also, will you add Wave 11, but the condition to activate? As I said, a lot of new stuff, which is going to be challenges and stuff like this, is going to be in the changes, and I don't want to spoiler everything. I don't want to answer everything. So I'm only going to say you guys will be happy with what the challenges are going to be and overall new additions to the game because there is a lot planned and everything will come in one package as one update to basically make it the biggest update yet, but also at the same time it's going to be controversial sadly. Will the team update the DS arms? Honestly, yes. All of the overalls, okay, the arms you can see, are going to get updated in one way or another. Will there be a tier 5 melee? When will we get fan-made weapons? Fan-made weapons, not sure, because it's similar stuff with the perks. It needs to be something new and something that is not going to overshadow other type of the weapons, which are giving you different playstyles. So I cannot really answer this one. Will it be modifier where the storm will happen randomly in looting phase? Honestly, that's something very interesting. It could probably be added to the game. We'll have to see. Will any of the of remake will any of remake wait again, sorry. Mm,
any of remake make duping or exploiting harder or make it more legit by now? Because dupers and
yes.
exploiters are annoying. Yeah, both